Hi there. Today I want to show you how to move content items around in a Blackboard document. So the document item in Blackboard Ultra is really your blank canvas. It's where most every kind of content will end up in Blackboard. There's certainly different options as far as adding links or LTI integrations, which would be like third-party tools. But this is really the bread and butter of Blackboard Ultra in these documents. I'm actually looking at an example document with some content already in it. I want to show you how to move around using the user interface because it's quite a bit more fluid. There's more intuition involved about how things will scale or move around compared to the original Blackboard, which is very linear. So before you can edit anything, you have to click this black Edit Content button. And once you do, we'll see that this turns into save and cancel. Just know that anytime if you do make a big mistake or delete something by accident, you can press cancel after an editing session and everything will revert back to how it was before you ever started. So that's really nice to know. And then you do have to hit save before leaving the page if you want to retain any of that information or any of the changes that you added or made. So here now, when I hover over the content with my cursor, I'm going to see these purple boxes appear. There's a purple box and then this little tab up top with 3 different options, sometimes 4 different options. In addition, something else that's changed on the screen is these dotted lines have appeared. So if I'm going to cancel this edit real quick. So you can see right now, if I hover over, there's no purple boxes and there's no dotted lines. When I click edit, the dotted lines appear and those purple boxes appear. If I hover over a dotted line, you're going to see a little plus icon appear. So here's what we're looking at, actually. These dotted lines are places where you can add brand new content. The way you do it is you just left click on the purple plus. So even though you don't see any purple pluses initially, anytime you hover over a dotted line, you can click it and it will make space for you and show you all different kinds of things you can add, whether that's another piece of content. That would be just like the normal text editor. In fact, I can show you. When I click that, you can see now I have a text editor. I can write text in here. This is actually where I can also add like videos, even files, voice threads, or other kinds of media from the content market, YouTube videos here. So really this content block is going to be most of what you add to your course. Some of the other options, when I go back to that purple line, you see we can embed HTML block. There's the knowledge check. We also upload a file from here just directly, or upload an image from here just directly. I can even just add a divider, which is just a horizontal line. So if I do that, you can see, oh, it visually breaks up the space for students. But to our point earlier, above and below every content block are these dotted lines. I can always add something below or above it. It's going to show me all my options again. So if I want to get rid of that screen, I can do the purple X. See how that plus turned into an X? I can do X, and it scoots it right back up. And I'm back to where I started. If I want to get rid of something, you saw me do it just a second ago. I was pretty fast about it. But I can hover over it. And the first icon you probably ought to know is the trash can icon. So this will delete anything that is purple. So right now, we're just looking at the divider here. But if I go up to here, if I click the delete icon, I'm not deleting my whole page. I'm not deleting the video as well that's over here. It's just anything that's in the purple box. So let's get rid of the divider for kicks. It's going to delete it. I can't undo what I delete unless I cancel the whole editing session. So be wary about what you delete. Be conservative about maybe making the text or any important content outside of Blackboard and copying it into Blackboard. You don't want to lose any text or information. Now, the other icons on this purple tab here. So now you know I'm dealing with just this text. I can trash it. I can click the little pencil icon to edit it. So all that's going to do is let me click into here, and now I can see all my editing options. This is where I can also add stuff. So I could add a YouTube video to this. I can see the text and reformat it, things like that. And if I just click out of that box, that's going to let the editing stop. So if I click into it, it does that. Or if I click the pencil icon, it turns into editable text. And then if I click out of it, it's going to reset. The final things you need to know are about moving items around and scaling them. So you can see right now, I've got 2 purple boxes next to each other. But let's say I want the text to be a little bit bigger and the video to be a little bit smaller. I can use these handles on the side of the purple box to expand it into different quadrants. So you can see right now, all I'm doing is left clicking and holding. So I have to actually click the purple handle, and then I'm not letting go of my mouse. There's evidence. I'm holding it down. And now in the background of my screen, I can see those 4 quadrants outlined in dotted lines. So if I scoot, just move my mouse, I'm still holding down the button, I can see the text is rescaling and it's showing me what it'll look like. So I can make this text really skinny in this case. It's going to snap to one of the 4 columns. If I scoot out a little bit and then I release, you can see it snaps back. So I can't actually stop midway between these 4 columns. I can't say, oh, I want it to be about that big. It's either going to fill out both columns or just stick to one. Or I can actually expand it. So let's say I wanted to go even further. It's going to auto size my video. So it looks a little wonky now because the video is not small enough to fit in that 1 column section. But you can see I can expand out like an accordion or contract it back. You see my video is still squished over here. That just means I have to reselect the handle and scoot it back out to however big I want it to be. You do the same thing. It'll auto squish the text and make my video bigger. So that is rescaling the items. But let's say I don't even want them in the same row together. Say I want the video to be right underneath the text and to be really big. Well, that's the last icon that we're going to look at. It's these 6 dots. Looks like a little domino. What the 6 dots are indicating is kind of like a place you can grab. So anywhere you see the 6 dots, you can click and hold, and then you can drag the item wherever you want. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. You see even my cursor turns into a little open hand, like it's ready to grab onto something. And then when you click, I now am carrying around my content item. I'm just clicking and holding and moving my mouse around. And yes, notice some things as I move the video around here. So it's showing me sort of a ghost version of the video and where it'll end up. But the purple is showing where it's going to end up. Excuse me. So the ghost video is showing you what you're holding onto, obviously. But anywhere that's purple is going to show you, oh, you want to place it here. So anytime my cursor is within this light purple box, assuming I'm not stepping out of it, I can release my click and it'll snap into that purple box. Likewise, I'm clicking and dragging. If I go up, you see the light purple box has gone away, but the purple line is now back. What it's going to do is snap to an item above where it used to be. Similarly, I can drag, and I'm not even scrolling with my mouse wheel. I'm just putting the cursor close to the bottom of the page, and you see it's already scrolling down for me. I can come down here, and I can say, oh, maybe I want it to land right in between those 2 content items. Maybe I want it to be at the top or bottom, etc. Anywhere where the purple is showing, it means you're about to let it snap into place. Let's say I want it right between these 2. And then whenever I release my cursor, that's where it's going to snap to. Obviously, I made quite a mess here trying to smush these things together. But I can, like we showed earlier, resize these. I want the little picture, bigger video, and a column of text here. I don't think this looks particularly good, but you get the point. So just an overview. Purple box means you can scale it with the handles. Trash can will delete only what's in that purple box. The edit icon will let you see the text editor and change anything. I can get out of that by clicking out. And the 6 dots is going to be anywhere where you can grab onto with your cursor. You have to click and drag. And any purple iconography on the page now is showing you where, when you release, that piece of content will snap to. So release, snap. I made quite the mess, but as you remember at the beginning, I can just hit cancel. It's going to make sure I want to cancel. And now everything snaps back into place like it was beforehand. So if you have any other questions about moving content around in Ultra, of course, you can always reach out to Online and Adult Learning. We're happy to help. Or use Blackboard Ultra's own frequently asked questions page. It's very helpful. You can just Google, how do I move content around Blackboard Ultra? And you'll see Anthology, which is the parent company. They have a website that is really helpful in general. So thanks for your time. See you soon.